Hey guys, welcome back to Japanese learning video number 2142. Today, I'll be discussing how I learn Japanese and what I've learned so far, because I think I've been teaching Russian for the past 2141 videos. There are 3 alphabets in Japanese: Hiragana, Katakana, and Kanji. I mainly learned Hiragana and some Kanji. All Hiragana contains sounds like A, E, I, or U. For example, they all start with K, S, T, N, H, M, R, Y, and sometimes W. This is true for all except the hiragana for n. For example, picture here are my hiragana notes. There is sa, shi, su, se, so. There, for each one of those, it can be changed for each of the letters I listed above. There's also a thing called dakten. It will change the sound of the hiragana. For k, it changes ka to ga. For s, it changes s to z. For t, it changes t to d. For every other category except these, starting with an n sound, they have no dakten. You can put hiragana together to form words or write kanji, which are single-piece words. There are over 2,000 kanji that are in common use in Japan. The other ones aren't very useful, including 47,000 unique kanji. Memorizing kanji was the hardest part about learning Japanese. I learned 9 kanji in total. All the kanji I learned were radicals, meaning they appear in most kanji. Most kanji with radicals tell a story. A common example for this is the kanji for tree, and the kanji for man. When you put the 2 kanji together, it means to rest. You need to tell a story. For example, a man leaning against a tree is resting, so this means to rest. I learned 9 kanji. The kanji I learned were for mouth, 1, to say, sun, movement, gate or division, tree, legs, and 10. All kanji have positions that they can be in, such as the crown position, left position, bottom position, and right position. They all have specific stroke orders that must be followed. So let me now explain all the kanji I learned. I started with the kanji radical for person. It's shaped a bit like a T, but has a top slope down towards southwest. The crown position is hard to describe, but it looks like a caret symbol used in math, located above the number 6 on your keyboard. Sometimes, examples of storytelling with the person radical is the person and tree meaning to rest, used earlier, and for body. A kanji combined is the person radical and the trunk kanji. What is a trunk? What makes up most of a tree? That would be a body. So this kanji means body. Here's the stroke order. Another radical is the human legs radical. That is shaped like an AJ, with no part going up to the backwards J. Some kanji, including this kanji, is for origin. It has a radical for 2 on top, and the human's legs radical. What all started and had human legs? Adam and Eve, the origin of all humans. And that's it for the human legs radical. Here's another stroke order picture. The third radical is for 10. It has 2 positions, 1 for the bottom and 1 for the crown. It is shaped like a lowercase t. The 10 radical is also often used for complete. 10 is a complete cycle of years and is used for complete. An example of the radical is noon. It contains the 10 radical in the bottom position and the radical 2 o'clock. 10 o'clock plus 2 o'clock is 12, which is noon. Here is more stroke orders. The 4th kanji I learned was for mouth. It is pretty much a rectangle. An example I used was the kanji for harmony. The radical for singing and the radical mouth make a choir and an a cappella. That is true harmony. This kanji means harmony. Here is 1 stroke order. My 5th kanji is the kanji for 1. It is a straight line that is vertical but rises ever so slightly to the right. A good example of this being used is for the kanji child. When kanji was made in China, people were only allowed to have 1 child. With the kanji for humans, that means 1 child or a child. 2/3 of the way finished, so let's do this. Here is a stroke order. My 6th kanji is a kanji to say. Some radicals contain other radicals. It has a mouth radical in the bottom position, and on the top 4 lines with the second one from the top extending a bit farther. But all others are the same. The kanji containing this is a kanji for plan. It contains another radical you should know, 10 or complete. In this form, in the right position, it means complete. In Japan, people believe words thought out to completion is thought out or planned. In the end, this kanji means to plan. This is the stroke order. My 7th kanji is the day or sun radical. It is shaped like a mouth radical with another rectangle on the same size on top. It has a left position such as the kanji for projection. On the right position is a radical for person. When the sun hits a person, there is a shadow behind him, which is a projection of themselves. This is the stroke order. Let's move on to the 8th radical. That would be for movement or path. It is very hard to describe, but is shaped like a square bracket with an apostrophe and a curvy line. Very complicated. A use of this is for the kanji to carry. It contains the radical army or movement. When an army moves in a squad, what does it do? They all carry something. This kanji means to carry. Here is the stroke order. The 9th and final radical, we are almost done. The final one I have is gate. I can't really describe how it looks like, but it does kind of look like a gate. A good example of this is the kanji for division. A gate is a division and it also contains the mouth kanji. Someone has to explain this one to me. And that's all of them I learned. Now let's review. I taught you 9 kanji, all the hiragana, and some basic words. I feel all I have to say here is kind of speaking Japanese. So, arigato gozaimasu, serenata mata chikini no aishamasu kodoku shite kudasai.